We're going to talk about rational functions. A rational function should make sense, being rational. But really, the definition of a rational function is if a rational function is f of x, it would be p of x over q of x, where p of x and q of x are functions on their own. So what we do know is this: we also have domains. So the domain of the rational function typically is all real numbers, except when q of x is equal to 0. When that occurs, clearly you can't have that be in the denominator, therefore it would be no solution. So a domain for rational functions is all real numbers except when the denominator equals 0. The zeros of a rational function are when the numerating function is equal to 0, and that's when it crosses the x-axis. So let's look at, for example, if we had f of x is equal to 3x plus 6 over x plus 1, we know the domain of it is all real numbers except when x is equal to -1. And then we also know that the zeros of this function is when 3x plus 6 is equal to 0, so x would equal to -2. So we have our domain and our zeros. So what comes out in the whole scheme of things, though, is when the denominator is equal to 0, we actually get a vertical asymptote. So let's look at that one to begin with. We have f of x is equal to 3x plus 6 over x plus 1. The vertical asymptote is equal to x is equal to -1. The other type of asymptotes we can have are slant and horizontal, and we'll get to those in a second. So let me give you another problem. So if we have f of x is equal to 2x plus 1 over x squared minus x minus 6, we know that 2x plus 1 is x minus 3 over x plus 2, so our vertical asymptotes are 3 and -2. So what does that mean on a graph? So what that means, I'm going to pull down a picture. So what that means for us is this. Let's use this, the one we just did. If we had the f of x is equal to 3x plus 6 over x plus 1, our vertical asymptote is -1. So at -1, let me draw the axes first, sorry. So this is our y, and this is our x. Our vertical asymptote is -1, so at -1, we'll go down. And then we know that it crosses at -2. So -1, -2. And then from here, we could pick points, and we're going to go into what a horizontal axis would be next. But right now, this is what we have to work with. And then we can plug in points and make the graph. Let's go and do another vertical asymptote. Let's do this. So if we had 6, so f of x is equal to 6 over x squared minus 4, our vertical asymptotes are plus or minus 2. So again, Here's our y. Here's our x. And our vertical asymptotes are +2 and -2. And what these vertical asymptotes are telling us, as we get closer to x, it's going closer to infinity or negative infinity.